line. The rookie and Dominic Puni, for instance, showed off great resilience, bouncing back from a pretty poor Vikings game. But meanwhile, on this counter, for instance, we have the majority of this offensive line stepping play side with Dominic Puni coming back on the pole. And as you watch this play a little bit more closely, he's essentially running stride for stride with Kyle Juszczyk, which is pretty impressive for his size, and he's even able to get up to the second level on this play. On this next example, we have another counter with the majority of these offensive linemen once again stepping opposite of play side and Dominic Puni coming back on this pole. And you can see how this small kick out right here does just enough to spring Mason for a pretty sizable gain. And as Dominic Puni receives more playing time and gets in an NFL weight room, he's going to be much better at grabbing a hold of this defensive lineman and driving him down the field. On this play, this is called the split zone, which has these offensive linemen stepping towards the play side and Kyle Juszczyk coming to kick out this defensive lineman. And on this play specifically, I love how Dominic Puni is just taking his defensive lineman where he wants to go, taking advantage of his momentum. He knows if he goes out to the outside, he takes him effectively out of his play, and this is a big reason why Mason gets untouched for such a long time. And once again on this play, San Francisco is running the split zone concept, but now to the opposite side with these offensive linemen stepping play side. And what's really impressive to me about Dominic Puni on this play is his hook block. Puni first does an excellent job of getting the first step on this defensive lineman, and then he's able to transition into flipping his hips and continues his hand fighting throughout this play. Ultimately, this is pretty solid for just a rookie. Francisco usually doesn't get a guy who can pass block this well. Most importantly to me, he showed he had the strength as a rookie to get it done. With the Rams throwing a bull rush at him right here, for instance, he handles it with little problem. Rookie. On this play, for instance, the Rams are trying to challenge McKivitz and Dominic Puni with this stunt, but Puni is able to remain aware enough to hand off his defensive lineman, throws him off into Cole McKivitz, realizes there's another defensive lineman coming on the stunt, and picks him up. This is ultimately excellent pass protection. And once again on this play, just look how aware Dominic Puni is. He has a guy he's blocking, but he's keeping his head on the swivel and sees a lineman breaking interior on this line. So he meets them there and gives Purdy extra time to make this throw. Another aspect about his pass protection is how he's always looking to help out offensive linemen. Here, for instance, you can see him looking at Colt McKivitz's guy, and then when Jake Brindle's guy breaks free, he's right there to meet him. Even with help right here with Eric Saubert chipping number 8, he's still able to put a hit on Purdy, and this is a pretty short route. So going forward, I don't know how Kyle Shanahan can look at Cole McKivitz and say he's enough, especially with Brock Purdy dealing with back soreness after this game. I don't know if that's going to be a pep talk or maybe even a trade. But these are just my thoughts, and I'd like to hear your thoughts down below. It would also mean a ton to me if you liked and subscribed, and as always, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day.